It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To the 43, second down. The Seahawks at 11-3 on the year. Well, they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 25, here's second and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Lance going to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here to 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Tanner Muse in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these 2 teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Now Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Lance now on first down.
And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On play action, Lance.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lance looking to throw it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Tyquan Thornton.
72 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go. Hurry, hurry. 43 rounds.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some space here. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, check Rager.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lance now to throw.
To the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers' thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
To throw, it's Lance.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Thornton.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Lance now on first down.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Hey, green. Slide through. Green.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Now a throw here to his running back.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that's an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance?
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To try again after the sack.
Lance
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And it's caught.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Drop, 17.
Lance looks to throw again.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ultra.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. as he's on to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game...
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talked so much about the